So today we are going to be talking about which cards you should be focusing on when you are bid sniping, man. Now we're going to be focusing mostly on the dark matter tier and the 100 overall tier, and I'm going to show you the sets specifically that I've had the best luck with bid sniping, man. Kind of with Invincible and Goat, it's very, very hard to bid snipe a card from either of those two tiers. Very, very hard to snipe a card from those tiers traditionally. And then if you're looking at Galaxy Opal and lower, you can definitely bid snipe and put some mass bids on cards. But the profit margin per card, not really what it can be for a dark matter or a 100 overall, man. So that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on today. I would avoid Season 8, but if we are looking at these downtown cards, man, all of these, you can usually find them where they are up for a pretty low bid. And then all of them are pretty rare. So, I mean, if you click on this John Stockton right here, you see these going for about 29,950. It looks like. So even if you wanted to put a bid on this one for 17.8, like a bid of like 2050, maybe 2150, something like that, you're looking at a pretty decent profit there. And that, I mean, that kind of stuff happens with all of these 100 overalls from this downtown set, as well as all the dark matters. I've sniped 2 Artist Gilmores in the last probably like 12 hours. Well, 3 Artist Gilmores in the last like 24 hours for under 20K and sold them for a very, very good profit, man. So it looks like he has actually went down in value, but he was worth much more than that, like earlier today and last night. And he will go up in value again, man. The values of these cards fluctuate greatly. So before you do just start throwing bids up, this is why I like to go to the sets themselves. You can kind of just click on a specific card and then look at all of them and see what you can bid safely to where you are going to be making a good profit, man. So that goes with, and I think as far as dark matters in the sets, the ones that I would focus the most on are Bill Walton, Rick Smits, and Artist Gilmore, because those are the three bigs. Those are the three dark matters that are worth the most. And then as far as 100 overalls, all of them have a good amount of value. So go ahead and try it out with all 5 of these 100 overalls, man. So that's a good set to focus on. You can try these Skylines 100 overalls. I don't think you'll have too bad of luck. Jack Sigma's got a little bit of value. He's a good one. Um, DeMarcus Cousins is like really, really rare for some reason. There is a few more up. I looked earlier and there was only 3 of them up, but he's a pretty good card to bid snipe. Like if this one was still at 47,000 and you could get him for that price, I mean, you're looking at a good amount of profit right there. So Vibes isn't bad. As far as the dark matters in the Vibes set, though, I'd probably just avoid them. None of them are really worth anything. But all the 100 overalls in the Vibes set are possible for some pretty good bid snipes, man. Same with the Splash Zone, all the 100 overalls. Let's see what Vladrad is going for. Looks like he's going for 18.3, 17.4. About 17.3 is the cheapest one. So if you can bid snipe him for under 10K, that's a pretty good profit. Champions I would probably avoid because, well, I mean, you could try Tony Parker. Like if Tony Parker pops up, or if you're searching Tony Parker, he might be an all right one. But the other 300 overalls just go for too much. And then the dark matters in this set are all super cheap. So I would kind of avoid that. Same with the automatic set. I mean, obviously, if you're able to bid snipe a Taco Fall, that'd be absolutely insane. But chances aren't very good because Taco Fall is a very rare card, very sought after card. But all of these 100 overalls, besides Volble, same thing, very rare, very sought after, even though he's not a good card. But these other 3, good bid snipeable cards, man. And then here, every one of these 100 overalls besides Wemby. Dark matters in this set I would also avoid. Maybe Anthony Davis. I think he's worth a little bit more. So it looked like about like 20K or so for AD, which ain't too bad. And then any dark matter or 100 overall, I would say previous to Season 7 is going to have some good value. I think all of these, Terry Dishinger, Tim Thomas, not really so much. There's a ton of them because they were in the super packs. But, like, let's see what this Danny Granger is going for. 20, 20, 18. He's a good bid snipeable card. I would really say, and then the Flash set's pretty good. I would really say any of these Dark Matter or 100 overalls in the Season 6 sets are pretty good. Pantheon ones seem to be a lot cheaper for some reason. Sig Series and Prime, the Dark Matters don't have bad value. Same with Glitched. Like, in Glitched, you have, like, Mark Eaton and Dikembe Mutombo. And someone put up a ton of Mark Eatons last night. They must have opened like a boatload of super packs or something, and because it was like 5 of them, and they were all put up for like 12,000 bid, and I bid I think like 40K or so on all of them. Didn't hit on any of them, but that would have been absolutely dope if I could have, man. I probably should have maybe bid a little bit more, maybe like 50 or 60, and I might have been able to hit on 1 or 2 of them. But that was absurd when that, and that's kind of the stuff that you want to look out for. You'll find anomalies in the auction house all the time. Like maybe you'll find a Dark Matter Dikembe with 40 legend badges that isn't even bid up or is up for a buy now. You know, buy him. So like this one for 160 right here has 40 legend badges. Maybe somebody puts that up for a buy now. Maybe it's not bid up. Look for that kind of stuff too, man, for sure. And then season 5, man, I would say any of the Dark Matters in season 5. All the 100 overalls are too rare to bid snipe, but all the Dark Matters, going to be some decent profit there. Season 4, not too many Dark Matters, but they're all very good to bid snipe as well. So the sets that I would focus on primarily, first of all, the tiers I would focus on primarily, Dark Matter and 100 overalls. We've already been over that. The sets that I would focus on primarily are this flash set, because like Dennis Rodman, very, very rare card, bid sniped a couple of him in the past, and then all of these 100 overalls. Because no one's really looking to buy these cards. These cards suck, but these cards are very, very rare. So there can be a chance that you can put a bid on and get it for way less than what it's worth. Repost it. I've bid sniped to James Worthy before. That was a big W. Bid sniped him for like 21K, sold him for like 45. So yeah, I would say the flash set, the glitch set's not too bad for season 6, and then for season 7, I would definitely focus on the downtown. That's the one that I've had the best of luck with as a set overall. And then Skylines ain't too bad. But yeah, I would say season 7, man, just focus on the downtown. Season 6, focus on the Flash primarily. And those are probably the two that you kind of want to be be looking at those two the most. Sorry, I can't speak. But anyway. So then we can kind of put this into practice, right? We can go 100 overall here. We see this Julius Randle for 27,550. So let's see how much he goes for. It might be right around this. It might be a little bit more. 52.9, 47.9, 44. So with him being 44, let's see if there's a bid on him. Yes, there is. You could still bid, still make a pretty good profit there. This card sucks, by the way. This is the worst card I've used at the 100 overall tier, and I've used some bad ones. So whatever you do not go and pick up that Julius Randle. So that one might not be too bad. I'm not going to do it just because it's kind of cutting it close, because it looks like someone did bid him up a little bit. But yeah, Alonzo Mourning is a good one too. So is Yi Jianlian. If you can get Yi Jianlian for like 100K. And if you have all these tenacious 100 overalls, put on your Dark Matter enabled filter, man. It'll make it a lot easier. Dominique for 28, not so much. This Clyde Drexler might be worth a little bit more than that, because I think he's probably kind of rare. These best of my team 100 overalls too, man. I've sniped bid sniped probably like 10 of these cards from the best of my team set. So those are good ones to focus on as well. I know I said no season 8, but those ones are really, really good. Terrence Ross for 29. That could be a shout. That card's also like really, really good, by the way. That 100 overall Terrence Ross, so don't sleep on him. DeMar might be worth more than that. George Mikan's definitely worth more than that. That'd be a good one to look at. And it's just a good idea to back out and then go to the collections and look at these cards, because there's not enough to where it's going to take forever to scroll through all of them. You can figure out the exact value, figure out what you want to bid. Same thing goes for Dark Matters. When I'm doing Dark Matters, I like to go Dark Matter enabled. Take out all the season 8 ones that aren't worth anything. And then we can, like this Danny Granger here. That'd probably be a pretty good profit. Looks like he's bid up a little bit, but you can probably score him and get a pretty good profit on that Danny Granger right here, man. And the best time to do this too, I don't know, I know a lot of people won't be able to do this at these times. If you work a job, you go to school, whatever the case may be. But if you do work a job, you can wake up early in the morning and do it then. But the best time to bid snipe cards is really late at night and really early in the morning. Like anytime from like after midnight to about like 7 a.m. is the best time to bid snipe cards. And it's the exact opposite for traditional sniping. Traditional sniping hits the hardest when more players are on the game. Bid sniping hits the hardest when less people are on the game, if that makes sense. So do with that information what you will. That is very, that information will be very useful to you if you do keep that in mind, man. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it, man. That is what I would do if you're looking to bid snipe on NBA 2K25 Myteam. There's possibility to make millions of MT very quickly if you, first of all, know what you're doing, and second of all, just grind it out, man. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here, man. Make sure to leave a like on the video. That is always very, very much appreciated. Helps my content reach new viewers. And yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one. And I will see you guys in the next video.